You're watching CBS 12 News, the one to turn to.
Right now, one name, two very different moving companies. One gives you an amazing experience, and the other?
It has been one of the worst experiences of my life.
CBS 12 News investigates, exposes a nationwide moving crisis right here at home.
Pricey prescriptions.
It makes no sense. It's just greed. It's just greed.
The secret savings on why what you say can cut your costs in half.
The measles outbreak hitting a 25-year high, invading 22 states, including right here in Florida. Why your vaccination may not be protecting you. Good evening, everyone. I'm Liz Quidantis.
And I'm Jim Grimes.
Baby boomers, Gen X, millennials, pay attention. You may be walking around unprotected from the measles and not even know it.
Yeah, while most Generation Xers were vaccinated as children, they were only given one shot, not two, which is standard today. CBS 12's Maxine Betzel is in West Palm Beach with how you can make sure you're protected.
When in doubt, get yourself vaccinated.
Just turned one on Tuesday.
Chances are you were vaccinated for measles as a baby. But if you were born between 1963 and 1989, chances are you may still be at risk.
Prior to 1990, children were only given one MMR vaccine around 12 to 15 months. They never got the pre-kindergarten vaccine. So most of us are walking around with only one shot.
Dr. Celia Moore says if you fall in the group that only got one shot as a child, it's not too late. You can still get a measles booster.
What the booster does is the exact same vaccine as the first one, but it boosts your immunity so that you have more protection and it lasts longer, more years into your life.
And if you simply can't remember if you were vaccinated as a child or just want to check to see if the vaccination you did get is effective, Dr. Moore says you can take a blood test called a titer.
What a titer is, it's measuring a cell in your body that has the memory of the vaccine. And if it's still there, you will see it in the blood test.
Moore says she can't stress enough the importance of vaccinating against measles as we see such a strong resurgence of the virus.
If you're not protected, the chance of you catching measles is 90% if you're exposed.
CBS 12's Maxine Betzel live in Boca Raton tonight. And Maxine, here's the other side of it. Can you actually be over-vaccinated?
Well, Liz, according to the doctor, you cannot be over-vaccinated. So if you don't feel like getting that blood test or simply can't find your vaccination records, there is no harm in going to the doctor and getting the MMR vaccine, again, whether that's 1 or 2 doses. Now, if you are over 60 years old, you haven't, if you were born before 1960, you have not been vaccinated. It was just assumed that everyone was exposed to it then and therefore built up an immunity. Reporting live tonight in West Palm Beach, Maxine Betzel, CBS 12 News.
Good information, Maxine. Thank you. For more information on adults and measles and to make sure you are protected, just head to our website, cbs12.com.
Turning now to weather, a system pushing through our area tonight, not bringing a lot of rain, but some cooler temperatures. CBS 12 Chief Meteorologist Aaron Christensen is joining us now with the weekend forecast. Hi, Aaron.
Hi, Jim. We were at 88 degrees today, so flirting with 90 for most of South Florida, but we're going to take it down a notch or two this weekend. 83 for our Saturday, 84 Sunday. That's just about average for us, and just a mere 10% chance for rain now both days. That original front that was looking as though earlier in the week it was going to bring us a washout for our weekend is going to bring us a beautiful weekend. Cooler, drier air now that front moves through overnight into tomorrow morning. Now, the impact this will have on your weekend on the water is coming up.
A high-profile case is the center of a days-long battle in a Palm Beach County courtroom. Patriots owner Robert Kraft's legal team grilled the lead detective in the Jupiter Day Spa investigation for 6 hours today. They're fighting to get the video evidence allegedly showing Kraft and dozens of other men paying for sex acts thrown out.
There was one evening in question where a group of approximately 8 males got off of a golf cart, walked into the establishment, came back outside, did sort of and I'll use the analogy here, touchdown Jesus, lifted his hands and then walked back inside. So at that point, I understood that this was not just a regular massage parlor, but one that was an illicit massage business.
The Kraft defense team maintained the so-called sneak and peek search warrant was unconstitutional and an invasion of privacy. His legal team also pointed out that Orchids of Asia offered Groupon and early bird specials and was once even promoted on the Town of Jupiter's website. The hearing is set to resume Tuesday afternoon. Back in February, investigators busted the case wide open, taking down several spas across 3 counties. Owners, workers, and hundreds of men, including Kraft, all arrested. 31 people are also suing the Jupiter Police Department and Palm Beach County State Attorney Dave Ehrenberg for secretly recording their legal massages at the Orchids of Asia Day Spa. And stay with CBS 12 News. We're on top of this developing story. We'll bring you updates on air and online. And to get immediate alerts, just download our CBS 12 News app.
She was a sister, a daughter, and a friend. Now a hero, a Treasure Coast woman hit and killed by a car just days before her 21st birthday while searching for her dogs.
She saved 4 lives with her organs, but her family says it was really 6, including the dogs she was holding when she was hit.
CBS 12's Lily Ortiz was there as her family came face to face with the people she helped save.
I'm glad I can call her my sister and know I have such a good role model.
Jada Baker calls her sister, Haley Shaw, a hero. In January of 2018, the 20-year-old went to look for her dogs outside her home when she was hit and killed by a car in Port St. Lucie. The daughter, sister, friend was able to rescue her pets from the impact, but because she was an organ donor, she also helped save 4 people, like Kevin Colwall, who waited 8 years for a new liver.
I have a second birthday, and I also have a second guardian angel.
After a horrific tragedy, an unbreakable bond is formed. The family face to face with the lives Haley's organs saved.
I love her to death, and now we have another addition to our family.
A moment of pure joy for Pamela Correon, who needed a kidney and a pancreas after severe complications with diabetes all her life.
I've never felt more me than I am today. Like, I feel complete and I'm grateful. I just wish I could have met her.
The meeting brings Haley's family some peace knowing her life is living on through others. After the smiles, hugs, and thank yous, a surprise for Haley's family.
See it up here, it's an honor.
A wall display with her story aims to raise awareness about organ donation.
It's amazing. It is just everything.
Her siblings all looked up to her. She was the big sis, and she set an amazing example for them.
CBS 12's Lily Ortiz joining us right now. And Lily, an emotional story. We understand, by the way, a local government agency is a big supporter.
Yeah, that's right. St. Lucie County Tax Collector's Office is part of Donate Life Florida program. They have Haley's wall display in their lobby right now in hopes of encouraging Floridians to register as organ donors. We're live in West Palm Beach tonight. I'm Lily Ortiz, CBS 12 News.
Well, new at 11, the escalating cost of prescription drugs. It's a hard pill to swallow.
But there are secret savings, and sometimes all it takes is asking a simple question. CBS 12's Thomas Forrester joins us live in the studio with all the ways you can save. Thomas?
Yeah, Liz and Jim, you know, the answer to that simple question, what's the cash price on my prescription? And get this, it could be cheaper than using your insurance.
Americans are spending billions of dollars on prescriptions each year. Becky Gilkey knows firsthand as a pharmacist for the last 27 years. She's seen prices skyrocket.
It makes no sense. It's just greed. It's just greed.
Saving money starts with speaking up.
You have to be your own advocate.
Ask your pharmacist this simple question. What's the cash price on my prescription? And leave your insurance at home.
If I have insurance, I have to use my insurance. You do not. You can have the option of paying cash.
Here's one example.
We have a patient that gets generic Prilosec, it's omeprazole, and through her insurance, it would cost her $177.49, and our cash price is $22.
Not using her copay saves the customer more than $150. Here's another secret. If you need a 50 milligram dose, ask your doctor if you can get a 100 milligram pill, then cut the dose in half. This will create twice as many doses for the same price.
Most of the medicines that you can do that for are scored, and you can break them.
Shopping around also helps you save. It's a misconception that independent pharmacies charge more.
The corporate pharmacies don't have the luxury of changing prices because they're under the corporate guidelines, whereas your independents have a little bit more flexibility with the price.
And finally, use discount websites like Your Bottom Line. Now that's a prescription for health and wealth. Jim, Liz?
All right, thanks, Thomas. Well, tonight, Governor Ron DeSantis is pushing to give Floridians a break when it comes to the skyrocketing prices for prescription drugs. Governor wants to buy prescription meds from Canada that are safe and cheaper. His proposed bill is now making its way through Tallahassee and could wind up in Washington. Right now, the FDA has the final say, but DeSantis says he has the support from the president.
And tomorrow is National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day. The goal is to prevent drugs from getting into the wrong hands. To find a location to drop off your medication, go to CBS12.com and click on newscast links.
Breaking news, Miami Dolphins got their potential franchise quarterback tonight, but they didn't draft him.
Sports director John Evanson joins us now with the breaking details on a big-time trade at the NFL draft. John?
That's right, guys. Heisman Trophy winner Kyler Murray being drafted first overall last night has now directly affected the future of the Miami Dolphins. The Josh Rosen era has begun. The Dolphins have acquired the former UCLA star quarterback from the Arizona Cardinals tonight for their second-round draft pick and a fifth-round draft pick next year. Rosen, who was drafted 10th overall at last year's draft, was deemed expendable after Murray was picked last night. Rosen had a rough rookie season in 13 games, though, 11 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, and because of that, there is some blowback from Dolphin fans tonight on social media. We'll get GM Chris Greer's take coming up in sports. Guys.
Thanks, John. Keeping rapists in the military behind bars. The local woman now in fear for her life after the man convicted of attacking her is released from prison. The technicality that overturned it and the new bill pushing to protect survivors.
And a coast-to-coast moving crisis hitting hard right here at home. The one name that represents a five-star company and the other being called a fake.
And very little rain, but our cold front not finished with us just yet. The impact it will have on our weekend is coming up.
Tonight, Cool Beer's got Zach Galifianakis.
We can be different, Stephen. We don't have to build a wall between us.
Plus, Congressman Eric Swalwell. Tonight.
2 spins too many on that one.